Hi everybody, hope all is well. Kane here. I'll be summarizing another article from the recent Homes magazine found at your local newsstand. We will be discussing why homes are built so slowly and the governments respond to this age-old problem. This problem not just lies in our local area, but it's a problem throughout the entire world. Look at reports from Hong Kong, New York, housing shortages everywhere as our population increases. But today, we'll focus on our local area, the GTA in Ontario, Canada. A recent report by the Building Industry and Land Development Association paints a stark picture for the future of housing. The study conducted by Altus Group Economic Consulting reveals that new home construction is fallen dangerously behind population growth, raising concerns about the region's ability to meet future housing demand. Even more troubling is the drop in development applications, suggesting that the situation could worsen. The gap between housing stock and population growth in the GTA is the widest it's been over 50 years, warns David Wilkes, President and CEO of Build. This is a glaring warning signal for all levels of government. Without decisive action, the housing crisis is going to spiral out of control. According to the 2024 Municipal Benchmarking Study, the average approval time for new housing projects in the GTA is a staggering 20 months. Each month of delay adds an additional $2,700 to $5,600 in costs per unit. Over the average approval period, this could add between $43,000 and $90,000 to the final price tag of a new home. Beyond delays, government fees are also pushing prices higher. The report finds that taxes, fees, and other charges from various levels of government make up almost 25% of the total cost of a new home. Since 2022, municipal fees have jumped by an average of $42,000 per unit to low-rise homes and $32,000 for high-rise units. On average, these fees now add about $122,000 to the price of a condominium and a staggering $165,000 to the cost of a single-family home in the GTA. The housing market in the GTA is facing deep structural challenges, many of which stem from high government fees and taxes among the highest in Canada, says Wilkes. To improve housing affordability, the government must take bold steps to speed up approval processes and reduce the tax burden on home buyers. Without immediate action, we're facing fewer housing starts, lost jobs, and even more severe affordability issues in the years ahead. With housing prices soaring, the government fees piling up, what are your thoughts? Should the government act more quickly to ease the burden on home buyers? Or are these fees necessary to support infrastructure? How do you feel this affects your ability to afford a home in the GTA? In response to growing concerns about housing supply, the government began taking steps to address the issue highlighted in the Build report. The Residential Construction Council of Ontario, RESCON, led this charge, calling out the bureaucracy, excessive taxes, and the sluggish approval systems that contributed to the housing crisis. Richard Lyle, president of RESCON, had stated that the residential construction industry was burdened by an overwhelming maze of restrictive rules, complex processes, and high fees, which he likened to a self-inflicted wound. In an effort to tackle these problems, RESCON hosted its 4th annual online housing summit on Wednesday, October 9th. The summit brought together a wide range of experts, including elected officials, senior decision makers, and housing sector leaders, to discuss challenges and proposed solutions to ease the housing supply crunch. The event focused on critical topics such as tax, fees, levies, public policy initiatives, and potential strategies for streamlining approval processes. Key figures such as Toronto Mayor Olivia Chow, Guelph Mayor Cam Guthrie, Oshawa Mayor Dan Carter, Barrie Mayor Alex Nuttall, and London Mayor Josh Morgan participated in the summit. These leaders, along with housing industry experts and public policy analysts, shared their perspective on how to restore balance to the housing market. Discussions emphasized the urgent need for policy changes that would expedite housing approval and reduce the tax burden on new home buyers. During the event, Lyle underscored the gravity of the situation, pointing out that housing starts in Ontario had significantly decreased. In the past 6 months alone, Ontario's population grew by 200,000 people, but only about 37,000 housing starts have been initiated, about 6,600 fewer than the same period in 2023. Lyle also highlighted that approval timelines had worsened, further increasing the costs for homebuyers. Taxes on a new home accounted for a staggering 31% of the total price, adding to the overall affordability crisis. Recon hoped that the summit would ignite meaningful discussions and prompt swift government action to reverse the decline in housing supply. Lyle warned that the current systems was completely off the rails, and without immediate intervention, the housing crisis in the region would continue to deteriorate. What do you think? Could faster approval times and reduced taxes help ease pressure on homebuyers? Or do you believe more comprehensive solutions are needed? Comment below, and thanks for watching. See you on the next video.